Guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. So I thought today I would do an update on my health and my fitness journey. So it's been a couple weeks since I've done a video about this particular topic. I thought today would be a good time to sort of discuss some things that I either have been doing or haven't been doing that are just not working for me. I am at a little bit of a standstill in the actual losing of weight, and I feel like there's some things that I've done that have contributed to that, and I will totally own those things. So I'm going to go ahead, and I did make some notes to myself so that I had some talking points, because when I really sat down and thought about it, there were very specific things that, like I said, I have or have not been doing that have been contributing to just kind of standing still for the last little bit here. And it's nothing severe. I certainly haven't put weight back on, but I haven't been losing it at my normal pace, which is I'm trying to lose about 1 pound a week. For those of you that, if this is like your first video of mine that you're watching, I do have other videos in this series. I will link them down below. But basically, I'm trying to get down to my goal weight, which for me is 150 pounds. I am 5'7". I have a more athletic build. I started out my weight loss journey at 183 pounds, and that was in like the second or third week of January. That's when I started this whole thing, like health journey, I guess you could call it. And I am currently at 176 pounds. So I've definitely lost some weight. It's slow going, but that's okay because I want this to be a permanent thing for myself. So I'm really just trying to change some mindsets that I had that contributed to that weight gain. And so for me, I would rather have a nice slow weight loss and have it be more permanent than do like the quick fix kind of thing. So things that have not been working for me. So for the last couple of weeks, I have not been logging my food, and that is not working for me. I need to log my food. I have a Fitbit. You guys probably see it in lots of videos. I have a review of this Fitbit to tell you guys how I use it. That will be linked down below. But with the Fitbit, I get a dashboard. That dashboard is where I can log my calories that I'm consuming for the day. For my particular weight loss, I get a little over 1,500 calories a day. So it's, it's a decent amount of calories. I certainly am not starving. And when I work out, I obviously buy myself a few more calories. So I would say on average, I'm consuming probably somewhere around 1,700 calories a day. And I'm burning, a good amount of that off with the exercise that I'm doing at night. But not logging my food has been a huge detriment to me because I know I'm eating over that initial 1,500 calories and then some. I know it because I'm not losing the weight anymore. And that is an issue. It is putting me at a standstill. In order to lose weight, you have to burn more calories than you are consuming. That is the end of the story. That's how it's done. So I have just been lazy about doing it, and I can't be lazy about it. And I also just was I just want to be able to do this without logging my food. It takes time out of my day to have to do that. But I have not mastered the art of over consuming. Not over consuming, I guess I should say. And it is causing me to once again not lose any weight. And I have to log my food. I just can't do it on my own. That's just some people can. Some people just know okay, I can have this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for my snacks, and this for dinner, and that is no more than my daily allowance of calories. I just don't have that built-in tracker in my brain. that tracker has to be the dashboard on Fitbit. And so that's something that I have not been doing that I need to start doing. And I'm actually starting again today with, because that was probably the #1 thing that I did that helped me like kickstart the weight loss, because I saw how much I was consuming and I was like, whoa, Nelly, how the hell was I eating that many calories? Like, and thinking that that was like gonna get me somewhere. I was consuming way more calories than I actually thought that I was, and I didn't know that until I started logging my food. So I need to log my food again. Having cheat foods in the house. So I went to Costco last week, and it was kind of a rough trip with Stella. She was nuts. Like, she's 3. She's nuts. Like, people think that like 2 is a terrible age. 3 is apparently a terrible age too. I love my daughter more than anything, but she has an incredibly strong personality. And when we are out in public, there are times where she stresses me out so much, because when she loses it, like, she loses her mind, and it's embarrassing and it's stressful. It makes me sweat. It makes me hungry. When I get stressed, I want to eat. And when we were at Costco and she was freaking out, I saw these dark chocolate covered pretzels. I posted a picture of them on my Instagram, I think. And everyone was like, yeah, those are delicious. And they were. And you know what? Like, the whole bag was gone within like 5 days of bringing it home, because it was in the house. And so I just kept eating the chocolate covered pretzels. Now, they weren't really that many calories in them, and I wasn't crazy overdoing it, but I was having more than the suggested serving, which alone for like the 5, you know, thin chocolate covered pretzels was like 130 calories. So, you know, I was certainly consuming more than the suggested serving size. And just having it in the house meant that I could eat it. And I cannot have stuff like that in the house, because I will eat it. I don't have the self-control. I know there are so many people who have self-control. I'm not one of them. That's an awful thing to admit, but like, I am just like, if I see it, I'm gonna eat it. So I cannot have stuff like that in the house. It's hard for my husband, because he is not on a weight loss plan. He just is content, as he should be. He's perfect the way that he is. But he loves junk food, and it's so hard. Luckily, it's a lot of the junk food that he likes is stuff that I don't care for. And so, you know, most of his things, like, I just kind of have them like way out of sight. Like, I put them on the very top of our kitchen cabinet so they don't even see them. And so that Stella doesn't see them either, because she's like her daddy. She likes junk food too. But, you know, if I bring things into the house that I know that I enjoy, then I will just eat them. And I don't have any self-control about that, so I need to not have stuff like that in the house. Taking rest days from exercise. Okay, I know this is a little bit controversial, because there are people that say that you need to take rest days. Like, you can't work out every single day. Here's the thing though, with my particular personality type and just the way that I operate, I can't take a rest day, because when I take one rest day, I'm like, dude, it's really nice not exercising every single night. I rather like sitting on my ass on the couch and scrolling through Instagram. And then one rest day turns into 2, 3, 4, 5 rest days, and I can't do that. Now, I certainly have not taken like 5 rest days in a row. I did take a day off last night because I had to. I had a really sore throat. I just was not feeling well. There is a cold going around our family right now, and I just was not feeling it. And so I did not work out last night. But there was also a couple of days last week where I was feeling fine. I just was like, I'll take some rest days. It was so hard for me to get going again after those 2 rest days that it was like not worth it. It was not worth it to me. When I take time off, I get really lazy, and I can't do that. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who can do that, and that's really good. And if you have that type of personality where that is okay, then I encourage you to take the rest days, because they are nice. But for me, I can't. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going gung-ho 7 days a week. Like, I would say that 5 days out of the week, I go pretty hardcore at my exercise, and I have a video where I talk about my typical exercises. That will be listed down below as well if you're curious about that. But there are also 2 days where, you know, I don't do quite as much. You know, like I'll probably just get on the treadmill and putter along at like 3 miles an hour for like 45 minutes, you know, versus like my usual like hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. And I won't do like the sit-ups and the planks and the squats and stuff like that on those days. But I can't have days where I'm not doing anything. It's not good for me. It causes that switch in my mind to automatically turn off, and it completely makes me think like, I don't like exercise. I don't want to keep doing that. And I can't do that. So for me, I always have to do at least something every single day. Otherwise, it's not good for me. Not meal planning. That has been an issue for me. Not thinking ahead has caused me to prepare some meals that really aren't the best choice for me. You know, most of the dinners that I do, it's not like they're special diet dinners, but, you know, I don't take as great a care in preparing the food or preparing like wholesome meals that cover, you know, like the fruits, the vegetables, the carbs. You know, some nights it might just be like spaghetti, like we don't have a salad that goes with it because I didn't plan ahead for that. And that's not good. Like I need my meals to definitely be well balanced, and I'm not a natural like chef or cook. Like I hate cooking. My poor husband. I hate cooking. I just don't like it. It takes a lot of effort for me. I don't enjoy it. And I just don't want to do it, like, but I have to. That's my role in the house is, you know, like I stay home with Stella. So that allows me the opportunity to be able to meal plan and prepare the food so that when Craig comes home from work, we can sit down and have our dinner together. But I haven't been as good about planning ahead, and thus haven't been grocery shopping very effectively, and then coming home with only like a quarter of the stuff that I need, and then I get frustrated about it, and then we just end up having spaghetti instead of, I said, spaghetti with a salad and, you know, like maybe some other like vegetable or something. So as hard as it is, I need to meal prep. I really do. When I don't, it is not a good thing for me. And the last thing, this kind of goes hand in hand with the whole not meal planning things, because there's some nights where like I just go about my day and I'm like doing my housework and, you know, like answering client emails and stuff like that, doing invoices. And Craig comes home, he's like, what's for dinner? And I'm like, hell if I know. I haven't thought about it. And then he's like, well, let's go out. And so we go out to eat, which really, when you are trying to lose weight, that is not the ideal thing to do, because you can't control the portion size. And yes, you can control what goes in your mouth, but if you are someone who struggles with portion control, like, you know, when someone brings you a delicious plate of food, like, it's really hard to like eat half of it and say, I'll save the other half for later, especially when it just keeps staring you in the face. So portion control is something that I have much better control of at home. And again, it makes it easier to log the food because I know exactly what I'm making and what went into it. I don't always know what goes into the food when we're eating out. I don't know the number of calories, and so sometimes I'm just guessing, and I could be completely off, like, and probably in a bad way by like underestimating the amount of calories. And so, yeah, eating out frequently is not a good thing for me. So those are the main things that I feel like I have sort of not been very good about for the last few weeks, and they have hindered me in the losing of the weight. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but what's awesome is I'm recognizing those things and I'm like, I gotta do something about it. And again, once I really set my mind to something, I am very good about following through. I just need to recognize problems as they arise, and I just need to fix them. So as long as I keep being mindful, like, this is all going to be great. Like, I will still achieve my goal, I imagine that probably by the end of summer, I will be at my goal weight. That seems like a long ways away, but again, I'm okay with that. Like, even if it takes me until early fall to do it, I'm okay with that because I'm not looking for a quick fix. It's not like I'm getting ready for a wedding or I mean, I am going on a great vacation this summer, but I don't care if I, you know, am not at my goal weight by July. Like, who cares? Yeah, you know, like the overall idea in all of this is to just get healthier and to be able to maintain that long term. So, and to set a good example for Stella. I feel like that's really important. So anyway, those are the things that have not been working for me that I'm going to be turning around, and I will update you guys in a couple weeks and let you know what happened when I turned things around. So let me know if there are some things down below that just are not working for you, and if you have solutions for them, you know, because there could certainly be other things that I'm doing or not doing that I'm just not even recognizing yet. So I hope that you guys are having a great day. Thank you for being supportive throughout this journey. I know it's not a topic that everybody's interested in, but a lot of you seem to be enjoying this particular series. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video and want to see more, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.